Good evening. I'm John Haydon. For your information, the Bainbridge Island Police Department has reported the following incidents. Answering a late afternoon assault call, an officer spotted the alleged suspects traveling in a stolen car headed in the opposite direction and gave chase. The officer saw the suspects exit the car and run after stopping, but luckily one of the suspects left his ID behind and was easily recognized when his hiding place was discovered a short time later. The second suspect was found in a nearby ditch, possibly looking for a rock to crawl under, and he too was taken into custody. Back at the scene of the assault, officers found a cut and bruised woman who claimed one of the suspects, who happened to be her boyfriend, had become angry after she demanded that he leave, and he had pepper sprayed her and knocked her to the ground before stealing a car and the woman's computer, as well as some gift cards that were found in the getaway vehicle. Other than that, it was pretty much business as usual. After witnessing a physical dispute between a man and a woman in a car, a citizen called police, who soon spotted the car and pulled it over. The driver, smelling strongly of alcohol and rocking in his boots, so to speak, agreed to field sobriety tests, which he performed just prior to being arrested. He told police at the station, where his bail was set at $10,000, that he and his wife had argued after leaving a restaurant over who was too drunk to drive. I'll bet he wished he had let her drive. She took a cab home. I wonder what they had for dinner. Wow, after those last two stories, you'd think something a little more lighthearted would come up. But I'm sorry that's not the case, as there's even more bad behavior out and about. It seems a resident called police to report that he had heard a crash in the middle of the night and had discovered a car that morning that had run off the road and into his fence. Police found the abandoned car and were trying to contact its owner when he stumbled shoeless out of the brush, smelling of alcohol and looking like death warmed over. He told police he had no idea how the car ended up there and that he had not been driving it. He claimed he had been sleeping at a friend's house, who he refused to identify, and told police that he was just as surprised as they were at the whole situation. Police impounded the car and gave the man a ride to Bainbridge State Park, where he is currently staying. I hope that car wasn't his house. I hope he has a nice day. In a classic case of underway but not under command, a resident of Yomalt Point was startled from his dreams the other morning by the sound of a large diesel engine running full speed ahead. Looking out of his bedroom window, he saw the 70-foot tug Ann Carlander and her 300-foot barge loaded with hundreds of tons of crushed cars augered into the beach just outside his window. Whoever was piloting the boat had apparently fallen asleep at the wheel and had veered off course. You think? I'll bet he woke up when he was thrown from the pilot's chair when he met terra firma. Luckily, no one was hurt, and the homeowner got some great pictures which are available in the online version of the Kitsap Sun. At least the Ann Carlander and her barge were lit up with the proper towing and running lights. I guess this just goes to show you that modern-day conveniences like radar and autopilot are not much good when they're not being monitored. I'm John Haydon with a shout-out to MJ and Keith. Thanks for watching, folks, and remember, if you don't want to be on Police Blotter, have a crime-free week.